Welcome everyone to another episode of Get Up and Glow, and this evening we are doing my evening routine. You would have already seen me post my morning routine, but today we're going to go through what I do to really set myself up for the next day after finishing my 9 to 5 job at home. This is the day where I'm working from home, so as soon as I finished work, I love to clean my space. I do this because it really resets my day and makes sure that the flat is nice and organised. I like to hoover because having a dog means that you have to hoover so much. I do things like fluff up the cushions, tidy things up a little bit. And then I also like to spray a room spray because I feel like it just sets the vibe and the atmosphere, especially because we don't burn candles in our household. So it's just a nice way to freshen up the space a little bit. The next thing I do is I go through my to-do list and my goals from the day. I like to check things off that I've achieved or things that I need to continue and do in the afternoon or the evening or even carry over to the next day. It just sets my mind quite nicely up for the next day and for the evening. Makes me feel really prepared and organised, and just means that I can check everything off and feel really accomplished when it comes to the end of the day, which is super important and the whole reason why you set goals. I then give some time to my dog, Theodore. I make sure that he has enough cuddles and lots of playtime because he is such an energetic dog. We do a really long walk in the morning, but in the evenings we tend to just play around, especially in the winter because it's really dark and cold. Good evening, everyone. It is just hit around 5:30, and as you would have seen, the beginning of my evening routine, I really like to set the mood by cleaning and spraying a spray to make the room feel really nice, and kind of ticking everything off that I've done that day, and also kind of like what I need to do that evening. Sorry if you can hear squeaking sounds. That is Theodore's toy that I was just playing with him with. But now we are going to cook dinner, and tonight we have tofu bitter bowl on the menu, which is one of our favourite dishes we do every single week. And I thought I would just show you a little bit how I make it. I'm not going to take you through the full step-by-step guide, don't worry, but it's a very healthy, wholesome, cozy meal, and it always makes me feel so good after. So I'm really excited to make it, and I'm also need to meal prep because I'm in the office in London tomorrow, so I need to take my lunch in, but luckily I've already done a lot of the prep. Whilst everything's cooking, I thought I would just show you what I take to the office as at my lunch. And it's not perfect, it's literally, our fridge is getting so empty, and it's only Wednesday. I think it's because I've been home more this week than I was expecting because of the snow, and we did our food shop Saturday instead of Sunday, so I feel like we've got less food in the fridge. But I've got here some carrot, avocado and cucumber. And then what I pre-made at the beginning of the week and I've been snacking on, which it was not meant to be, but I've got roasted chickpeas, roasted broccoli and a sweet potato that I've roasted. Put that into here, and I'm making a bit of a I guess like a nourish bowl. I think I might make this one veggie and not have fish or meat in it just for lunch, because I like to sometimes not have that. And then I've got all of this here, and then I'm going to add loads of red cabbage. Red cabbage is so good for you guys. And it kind of adds some nice crunch to it. So that's looking so colourful. And then I'm going to go in with one of my favourite things in the world, which is olives. I get olives in a jar, not out of the packet, in the fridge section, because apparently when they're in water it's way better, because otherwise I add loads of additives into the other ones which aren't good for you. And then, so I'm just going to get some olives out. I don't track my calories, I don't portion control in any way. I just do what feels right for my body and what I'm feeling like. So if I want 10 olives in my salad, I'm going to have 10 olives in my salad, you know. So the final ingredient is going to be some feta cheese, because I love feta cheese. Again, there's like only this much left, so I'm just gonna crumble it all over my salad. And then what I like to do is I like to squeeze some lime juice and some lemon as well on top. It also keeps the avocado nice and fresh, otherwise it can go a little bit bad. So there you have it. That is my salad for lunch tomorrow, and that's what I'll take to the office. I like to use glass Tupperware again. I just don't really like to use like plastic and bad stuff when it comes to taking my lunch to the office or storing food when I'm at home. And yeah, it's just so healthy, so wholesome. And of course on top of this I'll have like loads of fruit, healthy snacks, nuts, etc. to keep me going. One thing I completely forgot to mention are some of my Christmas presents. If you watched my unboxing of my Christmas presents, you would have seen I got these. These are seaweed flakes and seaweed salad flakes, and they're just perfect to add onto your salad. They are full of so many micronutrients, it's a joke, like so good for you. David's mom has done like so much research on this, so she got me some. These don't come cheap, but I'm just going to sprinkle a few on top. I don't feel like it like ruins the taste of the salad or anything. You just need a sprinkle. And then these are organic freeze-dried broccoli sprouts. Again, I'm just going to top this with these. So we've got all the goodness and all the nutrients to power us up for a big day in the office tomorrow, which trust me, I'm not looking forward to, but it's got to be done. Then I feed Theodore after finishing all the meal prep. We feed him butternut box, which he absolutely loves. Not an ad, by the way. He just like loves the different like flavors and different kind of meats and stuff that he can get from it. And then after he's eaten, I just take him to the toilet quickly whilst everything is cooking. I wanted to call out that when I prepare my Buddha bowl, I've started using this like nori sprinkle of seaweed. It's meant to be really good for you, and I find that I've been getting on with it so well, and it's not a super harsh flavor. It's actually really tasty, and it goes so well on Buddha bowls and salads and things like that as well. I always absolutely love to set the table and make it really nice for me and David, even if it's just very simple with some water. I have a no phone policy at dinner just so we can catch up and talk and just not go on our phones all the time. And then after that we just clean and refresh the space so everything's nice and tidy for the next day, and so we don't have to do too much in the morning, which is so important. And then I water my plants because I'm the worst at keeping plants, so I like to just make sure that I do this before I go to bed so it's done and that they don't die. Okay, what else? As I've worn makeup today, I need to do a bit of a get this off my face, so then I can properly wind down and get into bed and do all of those things. Okay, first things first is you're going to remove your makeup with some micellar water, or you could just use normal water, it really doesn't matter. And what I personally love to do is use a flannel. Now, you can use pads and stuff like this as well. I just think it's so much more sustainable having like 10 flannels in your collection and washing them and keeping them clean, rather than just like reusing like those little cotton pads and things like that. You can get reusable ones of them, but I feel like flannels just last longer. So you're gonna do this to really get off a lot of that makeup. Then you're gonna take a claw grip and just pop your hair back. You guys know I don't need to keep shouting on about it, but I've been using Trini London products for about 6 months now, and honestly, the reason you want to clean your face before doing all the treatments I'm about to do is because you just have to make sure your skin is completely clean before you start using them, basically. So what I'm going to do first, after I've cleaned this off, is I'm going to use the Zip Halo device, and they've very kindly given me, I think it's 10% off, but I'll pop it on screen here for you guys. This isn't a paid ad or anything. I just love it so much I asked to see if I could get you guys a discount code. If any of you have acne prone skin, this is why I think it's so important to use flannels. You really should be using a new one every time you wash your face, because you just don't know what is on there after you've used it. So it's just the best thing to do, in my opinion, as someone who's also had acne as they grow. So if you guys haven't seen this before, this is the Zip Halo device. I know you guys, a lot of you have seen the LED mask that I show you from the same brand, but we'll go through that in a second. And it comes with this electric complex conductive gel. Because it's a microcurrent product, you need to put the gel on below. And then it comes with this brush. So you can kind of just like brush it all over. You only need 1 to 2 pumps of the gel. And you're just gonna go like this. One of my goals this year is just to really take care of my skin. Now I'm 27, I used to never have a skincare routine and I just never cared before. But now we are in the era of looking after my skin and finding what works for it, which is so nice. How it works is it uses microcurrent and nanocurrent technology. The device treats a range of skincare concerns, including wrinkles, sagging skin, aging skin. And what's really important is that the nanocurrents will help boost collagen production in your face. It also provides an immediate lift, which lasts up to 72 hours. And what you want to do is you want to work your way up your face because you don't want to drag it down. So yeah, as I said, it's around a 4-minute treatment. And then listen, when it beeped after 2 minutes, and then you go in on the other side. I know it's such a weird comparison, but I like to see it as Botox in a device, honestly. It's so good. As someone who has really struggled with puffy face and like a really like droopy face at times, this has definitely made a huge difference in my routine. And also I love that, yeah, okay, it does cost you a little bit of money, but what I think is amazing is that it kind of saves you from having to do all of your facials and thinking you have to go to, you know, a specialist every month to get like a proper facial and things like that. This is kind of like you're doing it at home and getting the results that you need just from being at home, rather than spending a fortune on all those facials. Honestly, I've seen so many girls start using this as well, and I would hate for you guys to miss out. So definitely use my discount code. I know you guys love the LED mask. You can still use this code for my LED mask as well, just in case you wanted to use that, because as well, LED masks are so good. Okay, then it beeps and tells you when it's off, and what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to clean it with a clean flannel. Now once it's all clean, I like to put it safely in its case just so I don't lose it and it's nice and protected and it stays away from everything else in my bathroom. The next really important step is that you've cleaned the gel off your face, so just wipe it with a flannel. Then you're going to get your LED mask out from Current Body, well, or whichever brand you're using, but I personally prefer Current Body. This is the Series 2, by the way. I personally don't think you need the Series 3 to kind of like see any difference in your results. I love the Series 2, and I find that it works absolutely perfectly. You're going to pop it over your face. And then I'm going to leave this on for the time that it takes. It literally does it for you. You just literally press this button. You literally press the button and then it turns on. Then you're good to go for 10 minutes. And oh my God, I literally always feel so chilled after this. I also look like a crazy person talking right now. I'm going to go do a few bits whilst I wait for this to finish, and then we can come back and see what my face looks like. Okay guys, that has just finished. I was just on my phone and the new collection with Kendall Jenner and Adenola just came out, and I'm not that impressed. Obviously she looks amazing, but a lot of the products on there weren't new products. They were styles and colourways that they've done before. I was basically worried that I was about to drop like £200 on Adenola, but I don't think I'm going to now because nothing's new. Okay, next up I'm going to go in with my Trinny London micro needling device. This basically helps plump up the skin, helps soak in all my serums that I do. Honestly, I think one is sold every 3 seconds of these or something ridiculous. I've been using it for a few months and I, again, definitely think it has given me such a nice glow each day. I think this is how you use it, by the way. Then what you can do when you're finished with it, you need to put it in a safe case so it protects the needles. Okay, next up I go in with this serum. It's a peptide hyaluronic acid serum. And basically the device I just use will help soak it all up. Also, I am not washing my hair tomorrow, so I hope it's going to be okay. I'm trying to do a hair wash every 3 days, but usually it's pretty difficult for me because my hair gets so greasy. Next up I go in with a retinol. I probably use this about 4 or 5 times a week, same amount of time that I probably use all my devices. This is like my most intense routine for sure. And then finally, Bounce Back Peptide Moisturiser from Trinny London. This is all I do, guys. There's nothing else more to this. I don't think you need a 10-step skincare routine. I think you can keep it super simple. Obviously I use the devices, but I don't think you need loads of products on your skin, to be honest. And there you go. So that is my skincare done. Now let's just wind down for bed. What I'm going to do next is I normally do, I normally put my legs up on the wall, let my blood flow, then I make a cup of tea, I journal a little bit, and to be honest, then I might just do some work on my laptop and watch some TV because I have a lot to do this evening. So I'll go through all of that. And then I also need to pack up my bag and everything for the day tomorrow to make sure I have stuff for the gym, my outfits for tomorrow, and I don't even know, and like my work laptop, etc., just so I'm like super prepared. I have to lay it all out the night before. There is no chance you're going to catch me at 5:15 a.m. packing all those bags. It would be carnage, it would be a mess, and I would not be productive. Let's go. Once I've finished my skincare routine, I like to just have a bit of a self-care routine and prep for bedtime. So I put my legs up on the wall. There are so many benefits for your blood flow for this, and it's just really calming. Apart from when my dog is sniffing at my head, I find it so therapeutic, and I just breathe. I then prepare my bags for the next day. You can see how much I have to take with me, my gym stuff, my clothes and everything for the office. If I don't leave it out, then I'm just going to be so disorganized and running around like a headless chicken in the morning. And I then make a cup of tea, and I take my magnesium, and I have a chamomile tea, and it's just so calming. I then love to just get into bed, and I don't read at night time. I do a little bit of journaling, but not too much, and then I honestly just watch something really simple on TV that doesn't take up too much of my thought process, like Selling the City. And I just really wind down that way because I find that I don't really read that well before bed, and I prefer to save all my books for like holidays and other moments. And it's just a bit of me time and a bit of a guilty pleasure, which I think is so important to do. I then set my sunset alarm clock and set it ready for the morning to wake me up as well, and that's my routine.